excited for this. Felicia.
So nice.
So I met Felicia maybe 2 years ago, year and a half, 2 years ago, because my friend Clotilde said, you've got to see this incredible gallery. It's like next to a pizza joint and a flower shop on 5th Street, which, as we all know, is a challenging urban corridor. It divides, it's a line of demarcation in the city. And it's incredible what this woman, like, she came from New York, and she's this grown-up who had a whole profession and career, and she came here and bet the farm on creating something new. And here we are 3 years later, and you've created something really remarkable. And my only regret is that I've not been down again to see you and hang out with you, because it is such a delight. I hear from Clotilde about all the great art that I'm missing, and I know for a fact that I'm missing good conversation with cool people. And that speaks to exactly what Dolly and Oz presents is. And named after your parents, if I recall correctly.
That is correct.
And so everybody, this is Felicia Fraser.
Hello. This has been so inspiring, and for everybody who has left and are still here, I just love this event. I feel so honored and so encouraged and inspired. Anyway.
Well, exactly.
I love your energy.
Yeah, well, you should go to the gallery. I mean, listen, anybody who didn't know was down there, because it's not something that people just stumble across walking around doing their errands or whatever, generally speaking. It's worth investigating and checking out. So I guess I'm just speaking contemporaneously instead of reading the proclamation, because I'm covering all the parts. But so you created this venue, and it was originally an artist gallery. Your background is in publishing. And so what you have now created is a space, a literal physical space, and a platform dedicated to both elevating both emerging and established artists through curated exhibitions and immersive creative experiences, including these amazing wind down Sundays where people just literally wander in. The artists might be there, interesting neighbors might be there, Felicia's there, people kibitz, they chat, they look at the art, they meet each other for the first time, they come back every Sunday. It's this incredible community. And talking about blue zones, this is exactly what a blue zone kind of community space is. It's not all about working out, but it's building community and space and connectivity among neighbors and people of disparate backgrounds. The gallery, it's a gamble, and we talked about this. You're like, well, I don't know if this is going to work. I really hope it does, because I really believe in it. And you've been thriving, and it's incredible. The Wind Down Sundays, the curated exhibitions, such as the Collector's Instinct, and then you've also created, and going back to your professional roots, of expanding your platform to include a literary agency which represents and develops written works. So that is super cool. And it's this really nifty hub that you've created through sheer force of will, personality, artistic vision, and connectivity. And I love it when people are doing things not because I'm not doing it for the gram. I'm doing it because it's something that speaks to me, and people resonate with that. So, all hail, Felicia, all hail. So anybody who hasn't been, please go. It's Dolly and Oz Presents, as in Felicia's mom and dad presenting. I present to you. And it's really fabulous. And so, Felicia, now, therefore, do we, as mayor and commissioners of the city of Miami Beach, hereby proclaim May 6, 2026, as Dolly and Oz Presents Day.
Thank you.
And I don't know, obviously I want to hear from you, but did Barbara want to say a few words? Barbara Hulaniki?
She just had to leave.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Clotilde, do you want to say a few words?
Of course, always.
Yeah, I know. So you should introduce yourself, Clotilde, also, because not everybody here knows you.
Well, I'm in the neighborhood, and I'm just stumbling along 5th Street someday, and then there's something that just pulls me in. There's something new behind the glass facade. And I have to say, Felicia she has really good people skills, and she pulls in people of different backgrounds. And you don't feel, sometimes you go into these galleries in New York, and people are just looking at their computers, and they don't even look up and talk to you and say anything, that white cube. And it's really not like that. It's a very interactive place. And we have actually one of our very talented photographers who's with us today, who's a total discovery for me. So
Thank you, Clotilde.
she's brought us a lot. It's my neighborhood, and thank you.
And just by way of context, Clotilde is a longtime Miami Beach resident. She was on HPB, DRB, sorry. She's on DRB, MDPL, as celebrated international journalist, an architect by training, an artist by creativity, and she hates when I talk about her, so this is really fun to torture her. So please, Felicia.
Oh, well, I just, again, want to say how inspiring it is. I love this event. I'm going to come every time it's announced just so that I can learn and see and grow and be inspired. It's outrageously fantastic. So I wanted to create a place, a destination where you either stumble or you decide to show up and explore art from various different artists and backgrounds and disciplines, but also a place where you can discover a little bit more about who you are in connection to art, and in connection to storytelling, in connection to community, and in connection to culture. So that is the essence of what Dolly and Oz is. I'm really thrilled. This is an exciting time for me going into year 3, and I can't wait to get to 30. Because it's an evolution. It's organic. Everyone who walks in the door is welcome. And in order to make sure that people are always welcome, I created a wind down Sunday opportunity from 5 p.m. till 7 p.m. Usually by 7:30 or 8, I'm asking people like, I gotta go. And that's meant and built off of the old Parisian literary salons where people would just come in from all different backgrounds and all different ages and all different races and all different dynamics and just engage and talk about whatever it is of the day that they want to share. And lo and behold, they also love sometimes to buy a piece of art. Sometimes I have an artist come through the door that they get to meet. But mostly, it is about community. Mostly, it is about connectivity. I have a wonderful community from Clotilde and Barbara to Nick and Annika, every age, every group. You come as you are. If you have your beach sandals on, people stand at the door and they say, I was like, come in, we're at the beach. That's what the beach is, right? So I'm grateful to be here today. I'm honored at year 3 to stand before. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tanya.
Thank you for creating it.
And thank you to the mayor. Thank you to the team. This has been extraordinary. I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to just marvel on top of this proclamation for like the rest of the year and beyond. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Can I have my little community come join me? You can all come up. You can all come up. And thank you. So wonderful. Oh my gosh.